そうですね。武藤敬司と並んでですね、最大のライバルですよね、無駄ですね、武藤敬司は。
STF で。
Muta up to the task.
Muta off the rope. Oh! See it. The Great Muta just picked the
攻めたトップヒール、オートロベトンでフラッシングエルボー。
Muta starting to play the hits. Dragon screw leg whip. I love it. The legend's fired up and now one for all. Great Muta comes in, and it's vintage Muta. A couple of... Missed. Look out here, Shining Wizard! Universo 2000 nada más lo dejó completo. completamente verde, enceguecido y con las espaldas planas. ¡Esto no se vale!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another great edition of my Grue Rume Show. For the Grue Rume Show today, I got a very, very awesome guest, someone I'm really looking forward to talking to. I never thought in a million years that this would happen, but thanks to Sonny Onoo, it is going to happen. I'm going to be interviewing one of the best wrestling legends of all time, an icon in both Japan and America. KJ Muto, better known to the American fans as the Great Muta. And I'm really looking forward to talking to him about Moto and Muta. And it's going to be a very fun interview. Sonny's going to be there to translate between me and Muta, and I'm really looking forward to this. This is amazing. Like, I'm a huge fan of wrestling, and Japanese wrestling was always like on the top of my list, and this is like a dream come true to me. And I thank both Great Muta and Sonny Onoo for doing this for me and my Grue Rume show. I greatly appreciate it. I am Rocco Cross. I am the host at Stutters, as you can tell. I am the host of the Grue Rume Show. My interview with Great Muta and Sonny Onoo will be coming up very soon. This is my Grue Rume, and as always, folks, my Gruelings. Welcome to my nightmare. So stay tuned. And also, the Great Muta will be at the big event WrestleCon. It's in New York, November the 15th. Big event wrestling con. So go online and look it up, and you could do a meet and greet with the Great Muta, and you could do a picture and autograph and talk to him and all that fun stuff. So stay tuned for the interview. It's coming up. All right, guys, welcome to Grue. Thank you so much for coming on. This is an honor for me, and thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate it.
ありがとうございます。
いえいえ、どういたしまし
Yes,
た。はい
thank you.
はい
It's my pleasure.
もうリタイアしてるからね、やることがないから、
Is it-
誘われて嬉しいです。
He said, I'm retired. I don't have a lot of things to do, so I'm very happy to be able to be invited.
Yeah, definitely. So the first question I want to start out asking you, basically, simple question right off the bat is, what drew you to this amazing sport, and who were some of the guys that were training you for it?
どうやって
うん
この素晴らしい世界のプロレスの世界に入ったんですか？
どういうプロレスやる前は柔道やってまして、なんで誘われたから入りまし
He was a judo player prior to getting into pro wrestling, and he was recruited to get in pro wrestling. That's how he got into pro wrestling.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Cool.
And when you came to the States as the great Muta, you were introduced by Gary Hart, and he basically introduced him as the son of the great Kabuki. And how did it feel to come to the States and work with Gary Hart and being the son of the great Kabuki?
来た時、一番初めに武藤さん来た時、やっぱりグレイト歌舞伎の息子っていうような来てて、ゲリー・ハートがマネージャーになってきましたね。で、その時はこういうストーリーの前どう思いましたかって。
グレート歌舞伎は日本でもメジャーでね、very famous。
Very Kabuki is, of course, in Japan, is very famous. One of the top wrestlers in Japan.
だから光栄、嬉しかったです。
Therefore, being involved with him or involved in a storyline with him I was very happy.
ただ、
But
グレート歌舞伎には娘さんがいたから、ね、息子でね、グレート歌舞伎の3で売ったからさ、リアルドーターがさ、私にはお兄さんがいたのっつって、
So this
怒られたらし
is
い。
the great exclusive for you. So when a story came out as a storyline that
Yeah.
that he was, Great Muta was the son of Kabuki, Great Kabuki, but his real daughter saw this news and says, "Oh my God, I have a brother." She didn't know. So that's a great one for you.
Oh my God, that is awesome.
Yeah.
And and I always wanted to ask this, like, how do you hold the poison mist? Like, I mean, there's some matches where you blow the mist out early, but then there's other matches where it's like 40 minutes in and you still blow the mist out. Like, how do you keep that poison mist in your mouth for so long?
毒を吹くとき、
うん
いろいろこの試合見てて、
うん
一番試合の始め時に吹いたり、
うん
で、また20分、30分の後でまたできるの。どうやって毒を口の中に入れておくんですかって。
シークレット
He said, that's a secret. He says, I can't tell you. Maybe he's got a hole in his cheek, I don't know. 穴があるんじゃない
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. That's why he's Great Muta. だから
Exactly.
彼がGreat Muta なんですよ。
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
it's one of those things, right? If everybody could do it, right? Only Great Muta can do that. So
exactly.
that's why he's Great Muta.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yes.
And like, how does he feel? Like, how do you feel like there's some wrestlers now that are using the poison mist? Like, there's Asuka and the WWE. She uses the poison mist now. And what are your feelings on wrestlers now using the poison mist?
今、日本のレスラーとか若い他のレスラーが、毒を吹くようにやってますよね、いろいろ。どういう感じしますかって。
いや、別に新助中村もやってるね。
新助中村 used it before?
Yes. Yes.
まあね、まだ今の
団体
ファンの人まだ俺のことを覚えててくれるからさ。だから嬉しいですね。
He says it makes him happy that because the poison mist is so related to Great Muta, him. So, when some other wrestler uses it, that's already in the back of their mind that it came from Great Muta. So, his name gets brought up. So he's very happy that, he can stay current on what goes on because of that.
Definitely. And how did you always think of the like gis to wear and the Muta mask and the face paint? Like, how did you always think of all different designs for the gis and the paint?
だからすごいさ、グレイムーターはすごいコストもあるでしょ。どういうデザイナーとか他の人が考えてるの？武藤さんが？Yeah, he comes up with.
俺が作るわけじゃない。
I'm not making them, but his concept, idea.
Idea.
Yeah, his idea comes from him.
Oh wow, nice. And over here in the States, like one of your biggest feuds was with Sting, and you had a bunch of matches with Sting. You even teamed up with Sting, and you won one of your first belts here in the States from Sting, the NWA television belt. And what are your thoughts on the amazing feud and the great matches you had with Sting and beating him for the title?
スティングいろいろずっとありますよね、ヒストリーが。彼とグレイ・ムタのアメリカではそういうようなすごい関係があるので、つないでるのがあるので、そのこと、彼と僕は友達と知ってますけど、そういうことを今どう思いますかっての。
グレイト・ムタは最初は誰も知らないわけだ。
He says, Great Muta, nobody knew at the beginning.
だけど、スティングはもう already スターだった。
Sting was already a star when Great Muta first came into the American wrestling world.
だから彼と戦うことによってこう上がってきたから本当感謝してる。
He says, I'm very grateful to be involved and remember as my feud with Sting because Sting was already a star when I first came. So being able to involve with them, it elevated Great Muta. you know, and
Yeah.
to compete with him. So I'm forever grateful.
Nice, nice. One of the bouts that I loved the most, it was that brutal cage match where Muta and Terry Funk went against Sting and Flair. Like that was such a brutal cage match. It's one of my all-time favorites.
うん
すごいケージマッチで。
知ってる。ハロウィンヘボックね。
ハロウィンヘボック。
Yes, yes.
ケージにね、こういうなんて古着みたいな毛皮とかそんなのがこれ飾ってあってさ、ハロウィンヘボックだから。で、こう上から落ちてきてる時に、なんかショーとして煙が出たんですよ。
He says when it started to show, something you don't know, most people don't know, when the cage came down, there's a lot of wiring going on. And so when it came up, one of the wire came apart and started like smoke.
Oh my God.
で、その時もう消えたのが分かったから、そこに登って毒斬りして消したら、お客さんはファイヤーマンってみんな喜んで。
He says so he noticed that, right? When wire was fraying, he noticed it. So at the beginning of the match, he blew the mist at it, and of course it sparks, and so they thought he caused the fire. Yeah. That's amazing instinct, right?
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Great Muta, the fireman.
Yes, definitely.
Wow. I didn't know.
Oh my God. And it was the match with Muta and Chono, and it was the NWA world belt and the IWGP belt, and Muta won, of course, and he had the both belts.
Right.
And what was it like for you to be the champion at two of the top wrestling leagues?
2つのチャンピオンシップその時勝ちましたね。IWGP と NWA のチャンピオン。
I forget. 62 years old.
He said, I'm 62 here. I can't remember a lot of the detail. But he said, だから2つの国のチャンピオンになって、覚えてますかって、その気持ちは。
いやあんまり覚えてないね。
He says, to me, I don't remember too much of that.
So many times
Yeah, they worked together between Chono and him so many times.
Oh yeah, they had a lot of matches.
Yeah, because they came out of the debut at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Chono and Muto-san. So yeah, so they have crossed paths thousands of times. Yeah, I have fought thousands of times. So yeah. So a lot of the memories are all intertwined. So it's hard to remember.
Oh yeah. And like another big match that I like. I mean, for years the Great Muta was the son of the great Kabuki. And what was it like to actually step into the ring with him? You did have a match with the great Kabuki. Like, what was it like to actually to intertwine your styles together?
彼ね、あの人ね、スペシャルでね、あんまり言っていいかわかんないけど、その当時は試合中血がいっぱい出してもまだ大丈夫な時代だったよね。歌舞伎さん、こうやってやったら血がシューッとね、で自分のこうやって血を。
He says, great Kabuki. He says, you don't want to, this is kind of like, really inside stuff you're getting here. But great Kabuki could, those back in the days, you could get a cut but one of the things the great Kabuki could do was he could like strain himself and spray blood from his forehead and catch it in his hand.
What?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, he's amazing, great Kabuki. Yeah.
Oh my God, that is crazy. And you're like the only wrestler I ever known to win the IWGP belt as Moto, and also win the All Japan Triple Crown as the Great Muta. Like both of your wrestling sides were a world champion.
で、
And
武
what
藤、
was
ケイジ
that?
武藤さんとグレイ・ムッタが2つありますよね。それで、一つは武藤さんはチャンピオンになったので、ケイジごめん、グレイ・ムタもチャンピオンになった。そういうことできたんです。ほんと一人だけですよねって。
Good business.
He says very good business.
T-shirts, everything, double, you know.
Yeah, he said I get double merchandise. Yeah, double pay. It's very good. He's very smart.
Very smart, smart move.
Smart businessman, amazing character, amazing wrestler.
Definitely, yes.
Well, I got to tell you something, Rocco. That here he is. Here we are in Las Vegas here, and he had a double hip surgery.
Yeah.
Less than 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh my God, really?
And he's here at the WrestleCon, signing autographs, walking around. It's amazing. He's a superhuman.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
And 何年前だっけしてやったの
2018年。
だから何年前くらい
7年前。
7 years ago, he had double knee surgery.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Muto showed me X-ray of his knee and his hip. He looked like a bionic man. He's robot みたいですよ。
Terminator.
Yeah, Terminator. Yeah, he looked like a Terminator. Amazing.
Wow. I mean, how do you feel now? Are you able to like walk around good?
Yeah, he can walk around. We watched him walk around, but he's still 3 weeks. I mean, it's still painful. I mean, he replaced his hip bone, socket, and all that stuff. Yeah, it's good.
Oh my God.
I can't believe he flew here.
I know, exactly. Wow, okay. Well, he's dedicated.
Well, he's truly a great wrestler and person. It's just amazing what he capable of do, what he did in the ring, and of course as a person.
Oh yeah, of course. Wow, that's very impressive. And he mentioned earlier about Shinsuke, and you had a match with him early on. Like you beat him for the belt, the IWGP belt. And how did it feel all the years later to end your wrestling career with the same guy that you won the belt from?
ずっと前、俊介と試合して、IWGP のベルトを試合しましたね。それで、そういうヒストリーがあって、最後の東京ドームの試合の時、俊介とまた試合で。
日本武道館ね。日本武道館。
日本武道館。Yeah. He had the last match with him. どう思いますかそういうの。
試合には負けてしまったけど、その時にもう60歳、俺ね。60歳で、その新助仲間のグレートムタの試合が、日本のこの、年間を通してのベストマッチです。
So, I'm 62 years old.
その時は60歳ね。
At that time, I was 60.
Oh, wow.
When Shinsuke Nakamura had a match, that was considered the best match of the year in Japan.
Yeah.
Even at that, what he's saying, even at that age, they consider that match the best match of the year in Japan.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Yeah, no, it was a really great match, like amazing match.
Yeah.
And I also love, like, during your final tour, like you actually got to team up with Sting one final time, and the great Kabuki was there too and managing you guys, and that was such a great match, and it was great to see Muta and Sting do it like one final time.
いや、あれも、最後の試合、バイバイの試合、横浜アリーナの、and Great Kabuki was there、彼もいたけど、
若い子なんだっけな。
ダービー・アレン。ダービー・アレン。
Yes,
And
yes.
he says、素晴らしい、最後の、イメージを作ってくれて、あれはすごい。
俺、試合で、この、ハムストリング、ボース、
Yeah, he says, I hurt my hamstring on that match. I couldn't really do a lot.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, so he was kind of bummed about that. Yeah,
Very
優勝が
hard match.
王将が降りた時も大変だったもん。
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know this for a fact because I was on that show.
Yeah.
Coming off the ring,
Yeah.
his hamstring was so bad he couldn't walk.
Yeah.
歩けなかった。Yeah, we had to push him in a cart, on a wheelchair.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so Darby Allin pushed him in a wheelchair. So. Yeah. Darby Allin's first job is to push Great Muta with a wheelchair.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Great inside story for you.
Yeah. And the Great Muta was of course the best to ever do the Moonsault. And who do you think now has one of the best moonsaults in the wrestling world?
レスリングの世界に今、いやもちろん、グレイ・ムタがムーンソーってやってすごく有名になって、今他の選手もやってますけど、誰が今一番いいムーンソーってやりますかねって今は。
I don't know.
It's hard for him to say.
だからみんなやる人はみんな膝に注意してください。
It's the only thing I can tell advice I can give all the people who's doing a moonsault is please be careful with your knees because your knees not gonna be there for you. That's his big advice.
True. Yes. And during your final tour, you appeared in both AEW. You helped Sting there, and you were in the WWE when they inducted you into the WWE Hall of Fame. And how did it feel to appear in both AEW with Sting and getting inducted in the WWE Hall of Fame?
AEW にスティングを助けに来たじゃない、それと AEW の試合に出てて、その後ホールフェームに入って、で、そういう人はあんまりいないんですよ。2つの敵の番組だから。そう、だからそういうことできる人もあんまりいないんで、どう思いますかって。
その前に、最初、俊介中村とグレートムタの戦い、さっきの。あれって本当はダメだった。その時はダメって言ったらビンス・マクマホンが
僕覚えてる。僕みんなあれやったんだから。So I'm going to give you an inside story, right? I'm going to straighten out this camera. So here's what happened. Because I was involved in all the negotiation, right?
Oh,
so
okay.
Eventually, Shinsuke wanted to, because Shinsuke was a young boy when Muto-san was, and a big star in Japan. So now that Shinsuke has elevated himself, his wish was to have a match before he retired.
Yeah.
So he asked WWE, and WWE says, no, you can't go work with New Japan. No. Oh, New Japan. No at the time. No, you can't. They said, no, you can't do it. And somehow we worked a deal that we can make that happen. できるようになってさ、でもあれはスティングの後でしょ。スティングのもう7ヶ月ぐらいずっと。So 7 months before, we were working on Sting coming over, because he asked me 2 years before, Baltimore で一回来たんだ。2 years before, we were together in Baltimore, he asked Sting then, can you come with me to be on one of my shows? 一緒に出てくれ。He asked to be with him, to start on his journey towards the end of his career match. And we got to start talking about it. And that whole negotiation took like 8 months.
Oh, wow.
一番最後に難しかったのは、the most difficult time was that WWE all of a sudden says you can have a match with Shinsuke. Well, by this time, that was sort of 12月だよね。Right? But we already had made a deal for Sting to be with Great Muta's last event in January.
Oh.
So the biggest part was we didn't want AEW to say, why are you wrestling with WWE guy before you wrestle with, AEW guy, Sting? 揉めるのがそれ大変でさ、僕もちょっと。So that was a difficult time for me to negotiate. で、一回僕に文句言われたのは、ダービーアニがついたじゃない、どう WWE のか僕の電話かかってきてさ、WWE の選手はどこに聞かなかったって。でも、ストーリーが全然ないじゃん。ムト、スティングスはダービーアニがついてるんだからさ、みんな、ペイントするでしょ。だから、ちょうどよかったよ、あの時は。ね。でも、向こうが言うのは、どうして3番目のやつを WWE の人間に聞かなかったと僕に言うんですよ。聞いても選手くれないじゃん。でしょって僕言ったんだよ。そしたら向こうが言うのは、それはそうだけど聞いてくれなかったって怒ったんですよね。They got mad, or not mad, but they were disappointed in me that Darby Allin was the third man in his team, right?
Okay.
And he didn't have the WWE guy as a third man. But I said, if I asked, would you have given me somebody? And they said, no, but you didn't ask me. 聞かなかったっていうの。Yeah, they got upset because I didn't ask.
Oh my God. That's crazy. But I was happy to see that WWE finally did let Shinsuke have the match then.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt.
その後からノアと WWE がいいフレンドリーな関係になったから。
After he became, the Hall of Fame, and now Noah and WWE work together.
Yes.
Some of the WWE big talent comes over to Noah, and of course, Abema TV is broadcasting their show, which is connected to Cyberfight, which is the parent company who owns Noah. So there's a synergy there. ね、いろいろ良くなりましたね。Yeah, and you know what? And the truth of the matter is, どうしてがそれになったのはやっぱり武藤さんのおかげです。
まあその辺がスタート。
Yeah, the beginning of that is because of Keiji Muto or Great Muta, because that communication started here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
それだけはね、本当ノアもすごく今上がってるから思います。That's why I think Noah right now in Japan, I think Noah is very close or equal to New Japan.
Oh yeah, definitely, for sure.
No, yeah.
Nice.
But ask about our future. What we're going to be doing.
Well, you mentioned that the Great Muta is going to be at a wrestling convention, right? Coming up November the 5th.
November 15th, the Great Muta will make his appearance. Now we're way over here on West Coast right now. So all the East Coast people are going to have opportunity. Right now, it's confirmed that he'll be in November 15th at a big event in New York. So, it's one of the great opportunities, He keeps saying he's too old to be traveling, but so you better don't wait.
No, yeah, right.
Yes. But he's getting everything fixed, so I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
まだだけど歩けないかもしれないから車椅子のワイフがオスベテランだうまい。
Yeah, we always bring Mrs. Muta because she's a business. She's the head of business for Muta's Enterprise, as well as she's also a great Muta's, wheelchair pusher. So she's professional at it. She's in another room right now, but yeah. So.
It's something like Muta had a series of bouts in Japan with Hogan, and Hogan's best work was when he wrestled there. Like, if you watch Hogan wrestling there compared to the States, it's no comparison. Like, Hogan was his moveset was so much better there. And like, how was it like for Muta to wrestle a better version of Hogan?
ホーガンがアメリカで試合する見ると、日本でする試合したのテープを見ると、日本でやる仕事っていうレスリングのマッチが全然いいんですよ。ね、で、いろいろその時もやっぱりグレイムタと試合して、マッチが全然素晴らしいので、アメリカの彼の試合見るとあんまりやめしないんですよね。あんまり良くないんですよ、彼ファンが見るとね。で、どうやって彼の素晴らしい試合を一緒でできたんですかって。
わかんないけど、だけど彼も日本で、ね、しばらくずっと試合してたからさ。
He says he understands the audience of Japan, I think. And he wrestled in Japan a long time ago, so he knew what people wanted. He wanted to give them what they wanted. And frankly, I think he worked harder. You got to keep up with Great Muta, right?
Yes.
だから試合こういうふうにやらないとさ、できない。I think he worked harder. You know, Hulk Hogan worked harder because his opponent was Great Muta.
Oh, definitely. Yes, definitely.
Right.
And what kind of music do you like listening to? Like, what's on your playlist?
Well, you got to remember, you're asking too. Great Muta はどういう音楽が好きですか？
グレートブタはどうよわかんない。
He said, I don't know. He's Great Muta, I'm not sure. He said, but Keiji Muto さんは。
私のドータシングソング。
So he says best music he liked to hear is his daughter is a singer.
Oh, okay.
Like to.
Yeah. She also writes songs. So she's famous by herself. Yeah.
Wow.
Not to be confused with daughter of Great Muta. 言ったじゃん。娘さんが映像を作ってさ、グレイムタの娘が試合するように始まったでしょ。この前聞いたじゃん。グレイムタの。
グレート作也って今、なんか、
娘さん。
娘って、あれは、
一人だけど、僕勘違っちゃってよ。あれ、別に。So I met, I know their family, right? I know them when they were babies. So when there was a character that was developed was daughter of Great Muta, and there's a video out there and everything, right? So I personally thought that his real daughter became professional, the songwriter, and I said, holy shit, she's going to come into wrestling business. I want to book her. Yeah, I wanted to come to America. あれ呼べるの？選手グレイ。
呼べるんじゃないの？今ラスベガスにいたりしないですか？いるんじゃない？どっか試合したりしてるんじゃない？
でも彼あれでやって
してないかな？
あれでやって
X かなんか出てる気がしたけど。
Yeah, he thought that maybe she was here having the matches, but I don't think she is. She's using that character if she is. But I'll do some investigating and report to you, Rocco. All right.
Okay, that works.
All right.
And I'm gonna I always ask my guests this about as you know, I ask this. I'm a big horror movie guy. Is there any horror films that both Great Muta and you and your other half that what kind of horror movies do you both like?
怖いお化けの映画好きなんだってさ。で、グレイムタとかケイジ・ムトさんは怖い映画好きなやつありますか？
怖いかわかんないけど、なんだっけ、ゾンビが出てくるなんだっけ、
zombie movie
なんか
like
デッドってね。
yeah,
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead. He likes
Walking
Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's seen the whole series of Walking Dead. There you go. Because if you really think about it, Great Muta fits right in there, right?
Oh my God, 100%, 100%.
Yeah. I lost your audio.
Oh, wait, really?
We lost your audio.
Oh, how about now? Is it good now?
I'm gonna try this one more time. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, they're probably telling us to get the hell off the thing.
True. Okay, so I'm going to end it now then.
Okay.
And I want to thank you both so much for coming on. It was a real honor talking to you. And the last thing I'll ask you is, where could fans like follow the Great Muta and keep up with like his appearances and stuff?
グレイムタのことをまだ続けてみたい人はどこでインターネットかなんかで見られますか？ありますアドレスと。
わかんない。YouTube とかにな。
Yeah, he says, you know, you can always catch his own match on YouTube, but
アベマでね、
Oh.
アベマでだからなんか今 WCW の時のグレートムータ見える。
oh, if you go to Abema TV, you'll find there was a series of Great Muta, series of WC when he was at WCW.
Mm-hmm.
He's on-
今 WWE と仲いいじゃん。
Yeah.
だからそうみんな。
She says, yeah. He says because WWE owns all the WCW content,
Yeah.
so they're putting that together. So the great matches of Great Muta, you know, doing his time in America at a lot of them WCW events. So there you go.
Awesome. Well, thank you both so much.
Yeah.
Have an amazing day and have fun in Vegas.
All right, he's going back all the way back to Japan tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's here till Monday. He's here till Monday.
Oh, okay, good.
Monday, so. Yeah. All right, Rocco.
Okay,
Thank
buddy.
you.
Thank you.
Okay, very nice to meet you.
Okay, November
very
15th.
nice meeting
Tell
you.
everybody, Great Muta in America again. Maybe before, but for sure November 15th. All right?
Definitely,
All
definitely.
right. Long Island.
Okay.
All right. Peace.
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 胸ダブって入っていいんでしょうかね。いいんじゃないですか。なかなか。あ、しかしドッキリだ。
And now, oh, the miss!
抑えます。
Catches Muta, and now Rick Knox have none of that. He's Omaha!
を振り切ります。蹴り落とした剣王も捨て身だ。ドッキリ。ここでまたドッキリ噴射。
ぐちゃぐちゃになっちゃったじゃないですか。
おお、またドッキリ。
Michael Elgin has Tommy Dreamer. Will we see Muta? Great miss! Great missed! Great missed! Great Muta might be in trouble now because his two tag team partners are down, and well, all three members, Bad Influence and Saban up. Oh, yeah!
Maybe a miscommunication, but Brian Hebner trying to get that chair out of the ring, and you can't.
Mic check coming. The mist.
Oh wow! Went for the mic check, and there it was.
The likes we've never seen. And there we go.